Hello everyone, welcome back to the Geekdom Initiative. I am Ben and joined with me is my partner in the city, Don. How you doing today, my man?
I'm doing great, sir. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. We're talking last episode, season 1, episode 10. What is the name of it? I forgot the name of it. My name is
Oh,
Raised by
it's
Another.
oh shoot. Yeah.
Raised by
Oh,
Another. Raised by Another.
yeah.
Raised by Another. I forgot how good this episode is. What did you think?
Yeah. No, this is a good one. Just a PSA for everybody out there. Don't ever go to a psychic. Don't listen to them.
No,
Don't listen to psychics. Don't listen to them. No, no.
they're not good. They're not trustworthy.
It's not good, man. Never gonna be good for you ever. um, no, this is a good one because we get to see Claire, and we get to kind of see why she's not really trustworthy of Charlie as we get further into that relationship.
Right.
So,
They were the first Claire-centric episode,
mm-hmm,
and it
mm-hmm,
was a great one.
mm-hmm,
We saw, we saw her, the, she, she was afraid the whole episode because she thinks somebody's attacking her at night and going after
mm-hmm.
her. Nobody believes her, not even Jack.
Yep.
But Charlie believes her. He is the only one that really stuck by her
Yeah.
and believed her. What did you think about all that?
Yeah, I mean, without again, it's hard. It's hard for us not to spoil things, but going forward. But I mean, if you kind of haven't watched it at this point, it's going to be hard to talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
But it just shows a lot of what's to come. I mean, it foreshadows a lot of what's to come, I think.
This was the first. This is the most pivotal episode of Lost because after this, everything changes.
Yeah.
Because
pretty much, yeah.
because they discovered, okay, we're not alone. Because doing all this, Hurley is going around making our sentences and getting everybody's name and info.
Well, you got to think too. At this point, they know the monsters out there. Remember, we know the monsters out there.
Right.
But it's kind of been a minute, so they've kind of let their guard down on the monster, and now they find out, oh, there's other people on the island, and Saeed confirms it.
Well, Saeed didn't come back yet, right? Saeed's not back yet.
At the very end of the episode, he comes back.
Oh yeah, no, maybe yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. But Hurley tells him too, like there's
right.
There's something going on here.
And we meet Ethan Rom, a mysterious guy from Ontario, Canada.
Yes.
What did you think about this person?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's not from Canada.
No. I'm going to say I'm going to go out of a limb, and he's related to some A-list celebrity in real life, but we're not going to go down that road.
No. Yeah, I mean, it's hard because I honestly don't remember how I felt when I first saw him, when I first watched the episode. So I'm trying to remember if I was suspicious of him or if I just thought he was somebody we hadn't seen yet. So I honestly don't know. But yeah, it's real obvious. It's real obvious that he's there for a sinister reason. Yeah, I mean, yeah. He's even weird when Jack sees him in the wood in the jungle.
Right. I mean, not only he gives off weird vibes. Like not only in his look, because he has that creepy look to him for some reason. I can't really put my finger on it, but there's something about his face that says, this guy is weird, this guy is a creep, right?
Yeah. Well, and they make him look like that. Yeah, of course. They do it up, yeah.
And, well, what did it, oh, and I love when Hurley first sees him. he calls him Nance. Remember that?
Yes, yes, I do. Yes.
That was funny. My
Yeah.
name's not Nance.
He's
Really?
like, no, my name's Ethan. Yeah. Yeah.
And then as Hurley was acting Boone and Shannon,
That
Boone's
was a
like,
good one.
oh, I
That's a good
love
exchange. I like that
it.
exchange with
I
them.
love that exchange too. And the
Yeah.
Boone's like, dude, why are you making this hard on yourself? Just go look at the manifest.
Yeah.
And Hurley's like, who has that? And Boone's like, who do you think?
Mm-hmm.
And then I love the brief
One of the
interaction
best
between
scenes. One of the best scenes. Yeah. No, it
Hurley
really
and
is.
Sawyer.
Yep. Absolutely.
Because then
Absolutely.
really the first time Sawyer Hurley cuts out the bullshit. He asks him straight out. And then the first time Sawyer's like, go ahead, take it.
Mm-hmm.
Completely selfless. And then there was nothing in it for him. He never knew Hurley.
Yep. But I also think there's a little bit of truth into what Hurley says to him also right at the end, where he says like he's like, dude, you could really use the points.
Right.
And I think he's like, you know what? Yeah, I don't really need it. There's no reason for me to whatever, take it. So I think that does have at least a little bit of a factor in that decision.
Right. And um Sawyer is so fun.
Yeah.
He's a fun character, isn't he?
Yes. Because you get these moments and a lot of people don't see them. See, that's the thing. When these moments happen, it's usually with him and Kate, or something like this where it's just him and Hurley, or something like that. It's not usually when he's around everybody else. That's when the crazy Sawyer comes out because he doesn't
And
want to look
then
evil.
one in a while, and him and Jack.
Right. Yep. So
Yeah,
it's nice that we as an audience get to see it, but everybody else doesn't see it. So it's a weird dynamic because as an audience, you're watching it like, no, he's actually a good guy at one point. You know what I mean? And then everybody else is like, no, screw him. Like he's done everything he's done is the worst ever.
there's an episode in season 1 coming up.
Yeah.
Jack gets a little payback with him. And when
Yes.
he has a headache and Jack is taking care of him as a doctor and he's asking all these personal questions towards him.
Yeah.
That is the most funniest shit in the show.
The glasses episode. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yep. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
He's like, and then Kate's like, Jack, you're enjoying this, aren't you? And Jack's
Exactly.
A little bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Dude, and that's the best. Oh man, yeah, that's the best part, dude. Is they are like brothers by the end of this show.
Yeah, I mean, in the early seasons, it was really Jack versus Sawyer.
Yeah.
And I think it quickly became Jack versus Locke.
Mm-hmm.
And Sawyer, Jack and Sawyer quickly formed a unique and interesting friendship. Like, they wouldn't touch each other's balls, they were friends.
Sure.
And it helped that Sawyer met Jack's father in Australia.
Yes, and that is one of my favorite episodes. Is when Sawyer has that conversation with Jack. That's one of I love.
I think that's in the finale.
It's late. Yeah, it's definitely late. Yeah.
But
yeah, that's one of my favorites just because of that conversation, man. Because yeah, like I said, I think by the end they become more brothers than anything else. They're at the very best they're friends, or at the very least they're friends.
They do have tension, but at the root of that tension is Kate. Let's be honest here. Let's be completely honest. Kate is a little back and forth between them throughout the whole show.
Oh yeah, Kate. Yeah,
between the whole show.
She plays it up, yeah, for sure.
If it waited
For
on
sure.
Kate, I think they would become like best friends really
Mhm.
quick.
Yeah, well, I think they have that tension there, but I think they also have a mutual respect by the end. They
Right.
at least respect each other where they're like, "All right, dude, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna fuck with you. I get it. Like
Well,
we're cool."
we're never really going into spoilers, but
Oh yeah.
once Juliet comes, and once that episode in season 5 happens, and you
Mhm.
know what episode I'm talking about,
Sure. Sure.
it changed for the rest of the series.
Mhm.
Because suddenly it became 2 versus 2, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
But back to this episode, in the flashbacks, we see the history of Kate and Claire's pregnancy. We see
Mm.
her find out she's pregnant. We
Yep.
see her go to a psychic. The psychic wants her to keep the baby after in any cost. What do you think of this development? What do you think about this?
Yeah. So he says to her, "You must be your spirit, your kindness and love and I think compassion is what he says is what must be an influence on this child's life," which is interesting.
I'll be honest. One of the, I don't get mad at a lot of the mysteries. A lot of the mysteries of the show, I'm able to put away, okay, it's really all about the characters, nothing else. The show
Mhm.
is about the characters.
Sure.
There's 2 mysteries that really bug me.
Okay.
And I'll be honest, Claire's baby being like this evil thing, that we never get like a proper payoff for,
Mhm.
that annoyed me. Because,
Aaron.
like,
Aaron.
yeah,
Little
anyway,
Aaron. Little Aaron.
is he supposed to be evil? Like, what happened with that plot? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I have no idea. Yeah. Because that's
It
what they
was
make it
me.
seem like. He's like the way he's talking, at least the psychic in this episode is like, yeah, this is going to be a demon child, and you need to make
Right,
sure that
right,
you don't.
and we never follow through with that.
Right. Yep. Absolutely. And then all of a
Right.
sudden he's like, well, there's a family that will watch him and they'll be fine. He'll be fine with them too. So it's like, and I get it. Like her reaction is so perfect because she's like, wait a minute, you said I had to be the one, and then now
Oh,
you're.
okay. Let me ask you this. Let me ask
Mhm.
you this. Was there really a family, or did he just say that
I
they
don't
met
think it
you
was a
on
family.
the plane,
Nope.
they met you on the island?
Yep. No family at all. No family.
Yeah.
Definitely not a family. Definitely not. Definitely not. Nope.
He played you. He played you like a fiddle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And and I'll tell you why I think that also. There's another reason why I think that is because um when she does accept it finally, he says it has to be this flight.
Oh, absolutely. It has to be
So
this
he
way.
knows, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, right.
Yeah, without that, maybe you could say, maybe he knew, maybe he didn't, maybe he just, maybe there was a family. But with that little piece, I think it's pretty much definite that he knew. He
Yeah,
saw it.
he knew.
Yeah.
So that means he's a legit psychic. That means he's a legit psychic.
Well, he might not be a legit site. He could be on the inner circle. He could be part of the inner circle.
But how would the inner circle know about the plane crash?
Well, they knew about they have let's see, I don't want to go too far ahead. The swingy thing. The swingy thing knows where it's going to happen at.
Okay, and tell me off camera. Tell me. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't
All
want to go
right.
too
So,
crazy.
and while everybody is not believing Claire, Shaq even tried to get her to take some medicine.
Yeah.
Charlie is the one who is always by her. What do you think about this, and what do you think about how sweet is Charlie for being there for her?
Oh, Charlie's the best. I see this one though. I kind of see from both sides because obviously she feels like she saw something, but from Jack's point of view, she just was in a plane crash. She's pregnant and she's stressed out. So from his point of view, everything he's saying is not wrong. It's not like
Right, no, you're right.
he's not trying to be like, I don't believe you. He's just like, I know you're under a lot of stress and I know what that can do to you. So, especially in your condition, that's all he really says to her. And she's
By
like,
the
you hate me.
way,
You don't believe me. And he's like, no, that's not even what I said.
by the way,
Yeah.
Charlie had the best line in the episode, and I almost forgot to bring it up.
What's that?
It was when Claire was going into labor, we think, and
Mhm.
Charlie was with her, and Charlie says this line, I take drugs. I could deliver your baby.
Yes. And her face is like, wait a minute. What? She's like, wait, what?
Wait, you were on drugs.
Oh my God.
Now you're off drugs. That means you can deliver my baby. What in the hell are you talking about?
No, the best line though is what she says right after that because she just looks at him and she's like, Charlie, go get Jack. She's like, I can do this, and she's like, go get Jack. That is funny though. That is funny. I caught
There's
that
a lot
too.
of, I don't want to call them one-liners, but there's a lot of quick humor throughout
Oh yeah.
every episode, and I dig it, man. I
Well,
really dig
we
it.
get the Stay Puffed reference with Sawyer and Hurley.
Like, that was the first time we get that.
Yeah, we get that one. So yeah, there's always that, but that is what this show does well. Is it keeps the suspense and the drama going, but still gives you those light moments of humor that are there,
Right.
and they feel natural. I mean, they really do. They feel like that's what you should be laughing at the moment, but there's still serious shit happening right off camera. So
Even the Boone and another great line. Well, this might be problematic, but a line that made me go like, God, okay, is like when Haley is telling Boone and Shannon about Claire getting attacked.
Mhm.
And Shannon, and what Shannon hears that she's like,
Oh yeah,
I'm not going to that rape cave.
yeah, which is not what he said.
No.
But yeah, no, yeah, that is a good line. Because and again, that makes sense to what. Yeah, that's definitely would be a woman's reaction. Like, I'm not going to be assaulted, and so that's funny though. It is. Go ahead.
No, after you, my man.
I
After
was gonna say
you.
it's just weird at what was allowed to be said back then and compared to now, and just things
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, you don't think that line would make it today?
Oh, that one might, but some other stuff probably wouldn't
Oh, yeah.
throughout the show. Yeah, just overall.
Yeah.
I mean, that might get through, maybe.
In 2004, when this came out,
Mm-hmm.
18 years. Yeah, a lot has went down in 18 years, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait.
It would be close. That one would be a close call, I think. That line.
But it doesn't take away from any of the brilliance of the show.
Oh no, I don't think so. No.
Is there anything? Even though a lot happened, they made a pretty small episode, if that makes sense.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
we need to
Well,
get
it was a very focused episode. It was a very focused episode.
focus.
Yeah. It was just about Claire pretty much and what she's going through. I mean, that's pretty much what the whole episode was, and then the big reveal at the end, obviously.
And then next episode is a good one because next episode
We get the
we
choke out, we get
get
the fight, we get all that.
we get the beginning of the fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Dude, yeah, I don't want to get ahead of us, but I really thought when this fight happens in the next episode, I thought the others were like superhuman.
we're not all of them, but yeah,
Ethan, the way he takes, he just like destroys them. I don't like I said. We'll talk about it next week. I don't want to get into
right.
that, but man, yeah,
Well, let's not forget what finally happens to Ethan at the end
sure,
is really satisfying. Might I
yeah.
say the end of Ethan might come close to end of Ramsey on a satisfying level.
It's weird though because you know what? He's really the only one we don't forgive
Right. Yeah.
because he's the one that infiltrated the camp.
Right. Well, he's the
So
one who kidnapped her.
I mean,
He's the one
Ben
that,
does way more than Ethan ever does to them, and eventually even he is sort of redeemed.
but Ben, he does more, but at the same time, I feel like Ben has a code. Now that code keeps changing to make his life
Well, yeah,
easy.
yeah.
I have a good point. Ben does more, but we forgive him. Well, you know what? In a Darth Vader scenario,
Mm-hmm.
because think about it, Darth Vader does all this shit,
Mm-hmm.
but by the time of the end of Return of the Jedi, we forgive him.
Well, also,
We
who
for-
always has his back? We trust
Vader?
her. No, we trust her. No, Ben.
Oh, who had his back?
What's her name? The blonde.
Juliet?
Juliet.
Juliet?
We trust her, and she always
Yeah,
trusts
we
him.
trust her, but he didn't always have his back.
No, but what I'm saying is she's the one that helps us see Ben from a different side at first.
Okay.
At the end, she
Yeah.
eventually, again, I don't want to get too far ahead in the story, but eventually, but we see him as more human through her, I think, and that's
Right.
why we sympathize with him at the end a little
We'll
more.
get there
Yeah,
eventually. We'll get
exactly.
there.
Yeah, exactly. There's so
We
much.
have,
There's
we
so
have
much.
some button pushing to do before we even see Ben and her.
Mm-hmm. True. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. This is fun, man. This is really fun going back and watching this again. It really is. It's a lot of fun.
Same here, man. I'm really looking forward to the future. And
Yeah.
next episode is going to be so damn good.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Well, this is going to be a shorter episode. Do you have any more
Yeah, no,
insight
I'm trying to
news?
think of anything else. I'm just trying to think of anything else that happened in this episode that we didn't touch on. I think we really hit everything. Like like you said, or it's a very focused episode, so yeah. I don't really can't think of anything else. So I don't like the psychic dude. I will talk about that. I don't like the psychic.
Let's talk about that.
like him.
What are your feelings about the flashback?
Yeah, don't. Well, I like the flashbacks overall. I mean, I like him. He's good at playing that part.
No, of course, you don't like that character. I know.
Yeah, it's just oh man, he's just like, especially when you get to that point with Claire and Charlie in the jungle, and he's saying no, maybe he was right. Maybe he knew this was all going to happen, and then we see that flashback of the it has to be this flight. It has to be this flight.
Right.
So. Yeah. Oh man, he could have saved so many lives, but instead he sacrificed her or let so many people die for that.
Why did you think What did you think about that one scene when Claire almost gave up her baby to those people?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Okay, when she's signing, right? When you're talking when
Yeah,
the
yeah,
pens
that
don't work.
signing
Yeah.
scene.
Right. Yeah. That's a fun scene because in her mind, that's telling her, okay, this is there. I shouldn't be doing this.
Right.
So I can see that for sure. So yeah, that's I think that's one of the great things this show does too is it intertwines. I don't want to say supernatural, but what it's trying, the world it's trying to build, it builds out naturally, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because this is obviously something that's telling her she has to be on this flight, and it's pushing her to get to that point.
Absolutely.
So we start to see those influences, but we don't know their influences yet. That's the fun part about it too.
Right.
Yeah. So it's fun, man. It's fun rewatching this show. It really is.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm
Oh, it's all
sorry
right.
about that.
And I'll tell you who's really good in that scene is the woman, the wife.
Yes. Yeah.
She's just staring at her the whole time, like, "Come on, sign, please sign. I just want you to sign." Like, she's so good in those couple like quick cuts they do to her.
I also like in that scene when Claire asks, do they know that song? Would you
Yes,
mind singing that song to the baby every few days?
yeah.
And they're like, of course you will, of course.
No, and they seem like great people. Like she would have been fine probably doing it. It would have probably been,
What What do you think about that stipulation in the adopting where Claire's not allowed to
yeah.
see the baby, she's not allowed to reach out, she's not allowed to do anything. And that to me that child's wish once that
Hmm.
child turns of age. What do
Sure.
you think about all that?
I think that's somewhat standard though, right?
I think it's an option. I don't know if it's standard. I think
Okay.
it's an
I don't know.
option.
Yeah, see, I don't know to be completely honest. I just would think that when you yeah, see, I don't know. I don't know how that works. So I'm sure there's probably differences between each one. You know what I mean? They probably have
Right.
different terms for each one. So yeah. Yeah, it's that would be tough though, man. I can see that too as for just being a decision she has to make right there on that spot, man. I mean, that's a lot of pressure
Well,
on a person.
you would think by the time he's in that room and has that pen and paper, you
Yeah,
would think her mind's already made up, right?
yeah, but it's almost like we talk about the schmodown. Once you're under the lights, like once that pen's in her hand and it's time to sign, because that's the thing. She stops and she says that's when she says the line you were just talking about the song. Can you sing the
Right.
song once in a
No,
while?
you're right.
You can tell she's struggling and she cares. She really does care, and she wants the best for this baby. Even it's a good moment. It's a great moment. It really is.
And you realize the boyfriend is a prick who broke up with her
Oh,
almost
yeah, he's an ass. We don't like him, obviously. No,
every, yeah.
no, especially after what he did, because he's wrong on two fronts. One, he just gave up, but two, he promised her that he would be there and then gave up.
Right.
You
And
know,
like, no, you don't get to have it both ways.
no,
You're in or you're out. You decide right now,
yep,
and
that
he's an
wasn't fair.
ass.
Yeah, no,
No,
that wasn't fair in any way at all. So she has every right to be upset about that for sure. She's definitely right in that
absolutely.
situation. Yeah,
So, well, like we said, it was a good, solid, focused episode with
yeah,
a very, very interesting ending that leads us right into next episode
yeah,
when we talk about what happens next.
and it gives us just enough for us to keep you wanting more. You know, it gives us a really good episode about Claire, and then we get the cliffhanger of there's some people on the island. We need to figure that out. Like
Right.
it shows so it's so well done, so well done.
It is. It is, my man. All right. Well, this was really fun.
Yeah,
Tell all the good people where they can find you. Can you do it?
I'm gonna try. You guys can find me on Twitter at Jedi Master Tuck. You can find me here Mondays on Fellowship of Geekdom. You can find me here on Tuesdays on Geekdom Initiative. On Wednesdays on Jedi Academy, and Sundays on Geekdom Uncut. You can also find me in the Facebook group, guys. We just hit 100. We did our live stream Saturday, so guys, please like and subscribe. We're still trying to get up some more subscribers. And yeah, guys, always and also look for me in the Facebook group. I don't know if I said that. Did I say that?
Yeah, you said that.
Okay.
You did good. You did good. All right, and you guys, you can find me at RadioBit5 on Twitter. Other shows that Don mentions Monday through Wednesday. Also find me on What Are You Watching every Tuesday when I have a guest on this channel. And this week I have a really special guest, one JTE. I
Yeah,
don't know what he's watching. Going to be really fun
that's going to be
talking to him
interesting.
for an hour and just talking to him. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, definitely
So
watch
I'm
that show. It's so much fun, guys. They have some really fun conversations about some cool shows. So definitely check out that what you're watching. It's a good show, guys. Really is.
okay. And also check me out on Weekly Geekdom every Friday and Geekdom Uncut every Sunday.
Yes.
And guys, we'll be back next week when we get back to the island for more of the Geekdom Initiative. But until then, son of a bitch, we did another episode.
We did, man. It's fun.
Thank you, dude.